Chapter 18 is about decision making. And congratulations, this is the last few chapters and a good and hard work on all of you through the entire semester. So from this chapter, we are going to discuss how decisions are influenced, and we understand our needs and desires and the thinking processes. So basically, we are going to understand how we think and make decisions and how to influence other people's thinking and the decision-making process. It is very interesting. A lot of people know plastics are really bad, but still 4 out of 10 people going shopping still use the plastic bags. Why? Thinking is easy, acting difficult, and to put one's thoughts into action, the most difficult thing in the world. So it's always easy to say and think. It's always most difficult to do. I want to cite this very famous sentences from this famous essay from a Chinese writer, philosopher, or government official. He said, "Is there anything easy or difficult in this world?" So 难 means difficult, 易 means easy. So he asked us this question, is there anything really easy or difficult? And the answer is, if you do it, the difficult becomes easy. If you don't do it, the easy becomes difficult. And think about it, it is always true. No matter how difficult a thing is, you start doing it, it does not feel that difficult. If you don't do it, the easiest thing can become the most difficult thing. So we're going to learn some strategies. First of all, we understand our own needs and how people think. And then we discuss the strategies, how to influence other people's thinking. So Abraham Maslow have this pyramid. It outlines our basic needs and prioritize the psychological needs like breathing, food, water. So this is a survival level. And then the second level is the safety and the security. So we need to feel safe, stable. And then we have this need of belongingness, okay, accepted by other people. And the last two levels is self-esteem and self-actualization. And you can see they are disproportional, all the needs. And this is a fundament, the psychological need, the survival need is at the base. And studies from more than 60,000 participants across 123 countries confirmed Maslow's hierarchy. But people do not always follow that pyramid. Some of them will sacrifice their basic needs just to feel better, to be accepted by other people in the same group. For example, the teen drinking, the binge drinking. Yeah, they know it's harmful, but they want to be accepted by their groups, so they sacrifice their own psychological needs for the group, just to be accepted by the group. And this picture shows you this person sacrificed his own need of safety just to pass this message. Automatic thinking, that is more reflexive than reflective. It's like you look at something and even before you think, you have a response. Such as people afraid of snakes and spiders. They look at this photograph and before they can think, they jump away, right? So that is automatic thinking. And there's a very interesting finding that a big bias is our tendency to prefer our current situation or status quo. Status quo is something already existing. So people kind of hold on to they already have, then changing for better or equivalent thing. And this is very interesting experiment. This group split in two. One is a seller, one is the buyer. Okay, so the sellers were given a mug free, and they need to sell this mug to their fellow student, fellow classmate. And these people, although the mugs are free, they kind of hold on to the mug, then letting it go. Sometimes you think it's ridiculous, but this is the part of the automatic thinking. And you can call it stubborn or you can call it insecure, but that is for real. So loss averse, that's a bias preferring avoiding the loss of something they already have more than acquiring that same thing. And you can think about this, why sometimes people have stubborn belief. For example, you keep preaching climate change. They just do not accept it. Why? And I have a few other examples here. For example, invest clean energy and divest fossil fuels. And it's easy for people to say, we want clean energy. We don't want this pollution. We don't want global warming. We don't want climate change. But when it's time for them to choose, they feel like a tremendous loss, to shift away from the fossil fuel. And it's very complicated. It has economy in it, right? It's associated with the safety of people's employment. That relates to their safety, security needs. So it's not that easy. Another thing is plastic bag use and reusable bag. Some people may think they lost privilege to enjoy something. If they choose the reusable bag, of course, they have to take the inconvenience. They have to spend time, and they wonder why other people just enjoy the plastic bag, fast and easy for free. The same with car driving and riding on the bus. So that's the first thing we learn about automatic thinking. Then emotional defense mechanism. This is very strong. And it has two responses. One is denial. The other is emotional distancing. Denial is just refuse to acknowledge the problem exists. Okay. For example, Texas Supreme Court struck down plastic ban. And the lawyers of the cities argue plastic is not garbage. So they deny the existence of the problem in the first place. For another example, so I'm an instructor. I point out a student using cell phone and not listen to me during the lecture in the classroom, because I ask everybody to do a piece of assignment, and that person was like, don't know what to do because he was texting to his friends. So I point out, hey, I just want you to know, do not use cell phone in the classroom. And that person will automatically say, I did not text my friends. I did not use my cell phone. So that is one response of emotional defense. Okay, that's a denial. The other is emotional distancing. Just prevent themselves to feel the feelings associated with the problem. It's embarrassing. It's distressing. So there's two kinds of distancing. Okay, one is a feeling of helplessness. Let's go back to that student. That student may think, if I do not use my cell phone, that does not prohibit other students use cell phone in the classroom. So everybody is using cell phone. Why I cannot use my cell phone? So that is one resignation. And the other is delegation. A defense mechanism absolves the individual of responsibility. Okay. Instead of thinking, hey, it's a problem using the cell phone, he would say, hey, my girlfriend texts me with an emergency situation. My family member texts me I need to pick up my brother after my class. So instead of blaming themselves, they blame other people. So all these responses are quite normal with a human being. The third thing I want to mention is the social acceptance and the conformity. We all feel pressured to be alike the other people in the same group. For example, the clothing, right? You will not wear the exercise clothes to a business party. And when you go to work, you got to wear your uniform. And there's an interesting experiment done. Although it's so easy to see this line is equivalent to C, right? It's equal to the length of the C. A third of the members participating in this experiment was misled by the researchers conducting the experiment. And the researchers just easily pressure those people to agree this line is not equal as C. You can see how easy this experiment is, how easy this problem is, but also you can see how easily people can be influenced under the pressure to be accepted by their group.